presence, so we should be fine, God willing.
Why do you hide your face? Why hide the face? No, you don't want to. All right. They don't want to ask. They don't want to ask any questions. What do you want?
Tomorrow I knock you out.
Bro, how is he alive? Like, this dude actually goes outside in New York, bro.
Recording. Yes, sir. Officer, all I did was record. Officer, please, I didn't want to fight him. He just...
Oh my God.
Oh, they beat his ass? Yo! They jumped his ass.
Paul Miller, or Gypsy Crusader, is a notorious online figure known for saying and doing some insanely controversial stuff.
Riddle me this. I am loud and obnoxious. I like music that rhymes. I'm a fraction of the population, but I commit half the crimes. Who am I?
The Joker?
The answer is...
He's been described in the media as a, quote, neo-Nazi and white supremacist, and you've probably seen the clips of him on Omegle or Monkey app come across your TikTok or Instagram feed.
What's your relationship like with your father?
I don't have one.
You're not fat?
No, I'm in shape. Round's a shape.
Round's a shape. Round, you know something? Fair point. Round is a shape.
Obviously, this guy is a madman, but there's a lot more to Paul Miller than just being a racist neo-Nazi. And honestly, his story may surprise you. Paul was born August 11th, 1988 in New York City. It's unclear exactly what Paul's childhood was like.
Is that a Burger King hat? Hold on.
1988 in New York City. It's unclear exactly what Paul's childhood was like, but one thing is clear. He loved to fight. In the year 2006, when Paul was 18 years old, he was arrested on aggravated assault charges. He ended up pleading guilty but was not given any prison time in his sentencing. Then, less than a year later, he was arrested again.
I was just recording. All I was doing was recording. Yes, sir. Officer, all I did was record. Officer, please, I didn't want to fight him. He got like this. I didn't know what he was gonna do.
But this time it wasn't for fighting. In 2007, he was arrested on possession with intent charges, which, if you don't know, basically means he was found with drugs and the police believe he intended to sell the drugs, which gives the person in question a much harsher sentence. He wound up serving around 6 months for this charge and received 4 years of probation following his release from jail. Once Paul was out on probation, it seems that he wanted to change the path he was heading down, or so we thought, because 1 year later—
Bro, trolls aside, this chat is making me question so much right now. Like, Greeny, you're putting W. Like, what is this chat, bro? I don't know if this is making me look bad, Kick look bad. I don't know what is. Bro, this isn't okay. Like, bro. And people usually say chat correlates with the streamer, bro. Like, chill, bro. Kevin, did you just put a bang?
Later in 2008, Paul began training in Muay Thai, most likely in an effort to redirect his pent-up anger. After just 3 months of training and preparation, Paul had his first amateur fight. For a new fighter to only train a few months and get his coaches on board with a scheduled fight, Paul had to have had some natural talent. This claim was later backed up by the fact that Paul actually became the regional light heavyweight champion and the US national champion in the World Kickboxing Association. Despite Paul's immense success in the martial arts world, he would eventually be involved in a serious car accident that left him unable to compete for the rest of his life. Most people would be severely depressed for months after their career dreams were shattered, but Paul handled it pretty well and became a trainer/instructor at the gym he used to train at.
What's up, guys? Welcome to one of my first instructional videos that I'm going to do for everyone. Everyone has been asking me to do this for a while. A lot of people know I used to fight, and I want to train our people. So
Julian Jarvis here.
I'm going to start doing some little stuff like this. It's very difficult.
I'm thinking though, bro, there's got to be a deeper reason for this. I think is what Covin said true, bro. Did his wife get BBC'd? Like, no troll. There's got to be a deep reasoning for this, bro. Did his wife actually get BBC'd? What's going on, bro? Like, why is he so deep into this? Wait, somebody just said she died. You don't understand. Look at this guy. Look at this absolute Nazi. Yeah, here we go, bro. Here they come. Here they come. This guy did. Oh yeah, GG. They're coming. His profile pic is Gypsy Crusader. You don't understand that Gypsy is more brave than your whole bloodline will ever be. That's all you've ever typed in my chat. You've been following me for a year. This is the only thing you've ever typed in my chat. Okay. Okay, here they come. Here they come. Now they're coming. Now they're coming.
To train people like this with video,
But at the very least, you can watch it, have a reference.
Outside of martial arts, Paul was filling his time with different odd jobs. But after a few years of this, he began his journalistic era and set off a chain of events that would have him looking at 30 years in prison.
Bro, there's actually so many of his viewers in here. I'm not even kidding. This guy just Russian snowman. She died and did not approve of his antiques. What do you be sending, bro? So you watched Coughlin and Gypsy. You watched both of them.
My nigga, I had to take a leak. Where did you go? You bounced out on me,
Go
dog?
in the house.
You said what?
Well,
Wait,
You got coke? Is this a is this a three-way call? What the fuck?
What?
You have
What the fuck?
Where are you?
Pick him up.
someone on the
Hold on 1 second.
Alright, what the fuck is that, bro? Stop pausing? Okay. Sorry.
Before Paul became the Gypsy Crusader, he was a self-described independent journalist.
Of everyone. All right, so the damage is extensive. This thing, it's like every other block is just wrecked. As you can see here, the left do not like CNN either. Destroy CNN.
He would upload these journalistic-style videos to YouTube and other
Y'all want
social
me to
media
throw shut the fuck
websites.
up?
The most widely viewed clips of Paul usually involved him going into a government or corporate building and confronting employees or politicians on the many different fraudulent activities they were being accused of, which honestly is pretty entertaining.
Sorry, guys, I have to.
No,
do
don't ban
this.
Greeny. Don't ban Greeny. Greeny's okay.
CNN is fake news. They engaged in propaganda for 2 years against the American people. They need to be shut down. This place is a joke. And I'm here to tell you that you owe the American people an apology. I'm sorry, officer. I will leave. I will leave right now. I'll leave right now, officer. There's no problem. I don't want any trouble. I just had to say that on behalf of 63 million Americans. You say your piece. Thank you. Thank you, officer. What's going on? So why won't you show your face if you don't know what's going on? You don't know what's going on? What about all the women that have been trafficked through here?
I don't know.
What about all the women? What about Epstein Island? And not one person would answer a question about the censorship that's going on.
He's been doing this for a minute.
They throw me out. They don't want to be, I don't understand.
Sorry to pause. Citrus just called him a goat. Citrus.
I don't get it.
But overall, the people and companies Paul made subject of these videos were pretty biased. I have never seen him go after a right-leaning company or government official. Everything was focused on people or companies that are aligned with the left. I'm not saying that Paul should have left these corrupt alone, but I think he would have got a lot more credibility and viewership if he wasn't so biased in his reporting. Because unless you're an ignorant then you'll agree that when it comes to politics, neither side is 100% clean. Although Paul says he started this journalism era with, quote, good intentions, his dreams were once again shattered. On October 12, 2018, Paul decided he wanted to attend a speech that was being given by the founder of the Proud Boys, Gavin McInnes. When explaining this night, Paul says he went there just to film the event, not start any trouble or make a puff piece for the Proud Boys. But trouble is exactly what he got. When he first arrived at the venue, Paul was informed he wouldn't be allowed inside due to the event completely selling out, so he chose to stay outside and film there. This is where things began to take a turn for the worst. Standing across the street from Paul were self-proclaimed members of Antifa, which is a political extremist group for the left, kinda like the Proud Boys but for the other side.
All right, guys. So here we are at the meetup. Everyone is here. We're waiting for the vans to come and take us down to Portland. We're just outside in Vancouver, and all of the Proud Boys are here. God bless them all. They're like really amazing people, just brave guys that are coming out here to counter the narrative, to tell the truth about Antifa and what they're doing in Portland.
Thankfully, Paul and a few other bystanders were filming the
Can I
entire
talk, please?
event,
Like, I
and
don't
we
wanna-
can now take a look at what happened for ourselves.
talk.
From what I saw in these
Last time pausing. Nick Fuentes on Gypsy. Hold on. Let's see. No?
Ask somebody like Gypsy Crusader. Have you ever heard his origin story? Do you even know where that guy came from? Have you been around long enough? I know the lore. I know that Paul Miller, Gypsy Crusader, got basically jumped by Antifa, got the shit kicked out of him, and then he got charged for defending himself.
Wait, hold on. They're friends?
And it ruined his life. Do you know that?
I didn't know that.
This is what I'm talking about. People that got red-pilled yesterday. People that started paying attention to politics this year. People that got red-pilled in 2025. Lurk more. Where did Paul Miller come from? Where did Gypsy Crusader come from? And I have my differences with him.
Oh.
But do you know his origin story? He got jumped. He got fucking assaulted and harassed by degenerate radical communists. He fought back. He got in trouble. And it's a tale often told. That is a story of many Proud Boys. That is a story of many right-wing radicals. That's a story of many right-wing activists.
Cuffham's good, right? Like, these people aren't going to be weird with Cuffham, right? Because, like, why is part of me low-key scared for Cuffham now?
That is why,
Cuffham's good.
in many ways, the alt-right died. Because the alt-right, after Charlottesville, was being doxxed, was being harassed, intimidated. Many of them physically attacked with flamethrowers and bear mace. And now people say, oh, we can't crack down on them because of Palantir or Israel or something. No, that's called leveling the playing field. I got a news flash for you. All the rules that are now being applied to the left, they're already in effect against the right. People say that could be used against us in the future. What are you talking about? That's the current reality. People say, are you so sure we should get these people fired for expressing their views? That's still in effect for all of us. What just happened to Pine Sap? Pine Sap went...
Yo, I might be retarded. Who and what is Pine Sap, mod? Holy shit, I might be retarded, bro. Let me ask the chat some real quick before we get to this video. What race are y'all? Are y'all white, Mexican, black, Chinese? Like, what race are y'all, bro? Holy. Holy. Holy.
These clips, Paul was definitely antagonizing the Antifa
Human,
crowd, which I don't
answer,
think
bro.
is something
Human, that's a good
journalists should
answer.
be doing. But in fairness to him, it doesn't look like he was the one to throw the first punch.
It's not a huge gathering of Antifa on the other side, but they are there. I don't know if things are going to get violent. There's a heavy police presence.
Why do you hide your face? Why hide the face?
What's good, young Sal?
They don't want to ask. They don't want to
What's
ask
good,
any
you questions.
questions.
What do you want?
I'll knock you out, bro. I was just recording. All I was doing was recording. Yes, sir. Officer, all I did was record. Officer, please, I didn't want to fight him. He got like this. I didn't know what he was gonna do.
On the video, you could see Paul standing near the Antifa side of the street and filming them when someone... On the video, you could see Paul standing near the Antifa side of the street and filming them when someone on a phone comes walking directly in
That's a big fucking redneck on top of him, bro.
his path and starts a fight with him. I'm not sure at all why people were painting Paul as the bad guy in this situation.
Dude, he's kicking him in the face!
It's like they just ignored the fact that he wasn't physical with anyone up to this point. So there was no reason for this Antifa dude to start a fight with him. Normally, this would be an open and shut case. Unprovoked physical assault, caught on camera. Easy. But these aren't...
Why so much hate towards other races? Can everyone not? That's what I'm saying, bro. We're all humans, bro. We all bleed blood, bro. We all poop poop. We all pee pee, bro. Let's all love each other, bro.
normal time.
Shut the fuck up. Shut your bitch ass up. Bro, real shit, though. Like, bro, I get it. Some of you guys are trying to be a little bit edgy, bro. But, like, bro, come on, bro.
And Paul didn't get the outcome he expected at all.
Oh, my God. Yo, this chat is bad, bro. Trolls aside, I did not expect this chat today, bro. 6-day break, I come back to this, bro. Why is YTG racist? We're not, bro. Everybody go on my YTG com right now and spread positivity. We're going to react to it in a second. We're going to go to the com in a second, bro. Everybody go right now and spread positivity, bro. Give us a good look.
Despite the entire ordeal being caught on camera, the New York DA's office allegedly chose not to pursue charges due to a, quote, lack of evidence. Clearly, that wasn't the case, though. We saw the guy who did it, and we saw what happened. But I'm not going to push baseless conspiracy theories without any evidence. All I'm saying is it's a bit weird that the guy who was assaulted is the one that faced public shame, and no one else was arrested for the incident. It wasn't just the Antifa attack or the Proud Boys fighting alongside Paul that radicalized him. It was what happened in the wake of this attack that Paul says changed him at his core. In the months following this widely covered brawl with Antifa, Paul and his family were doxxed, harassed, and threatened day in and day out for months. Not long after the doxing from Antifa, Paul made an Instagram reel directed towards BLM, and it went pretty viral.
Oh, God.
All right, so the damage is extensive. This thing, it's like every other block is just wrecked. As you can see here, the left do not like CNN either. Destroy CNN. I have some pretty good helmet cam footage. I've just had to put it on and walk because it's just, I've never seen it like this. Even after 9/11, it wasn't like this. But I'm gonna start heading home because train's coming. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I have so many pictures. I'm gonna post them really soon. All right. Thank you guys for watching. The mainstream media is not showing the American people the damage the left-wing mob can do to the United States. It is disgusting. All right.
This guy's
Those
a
people are
gypsy.
fucking
Wait, what's
animals.
it? How do you know what a gypsy
They're not
is?
protesters. They're rioters. Okay. They're domestic terrorists, and they need to be fucking stopped. This shit was disgusting.
Indian?
Thank you guys for watching. God bless.
Hold on, why are people saying I'm a gypsy? What do you mean you? I said, what's a gypsy? Motherfuckers in the chat saying you. Now I gotta look up what a gypsy is. What is a gypsy? A member of people originating in South Asia. Bitch, I'm not a gypsy. The fuck? I'm not Asian.
Random BLM activists actually came across the video and began to harass Paul's mother, Diane. Allegedly, these BLM members were non-stop threatening Diane over the phone for days, and then they actually showed up at her house to harass her in person. When push came to shove, none of these people making threats actually followed through, thankfully, but by this point, Paul's reputation had been absolutely destroyed. He'd been blacklisted from the Muay Thai dojo he taught at, he was fired from any jobs he had, and his family had become a legitimate target for extremists online. He had absolutely nothing left.
Is that it?
After Paul reached what he felt like was his rock bottom, the Gypsy Crusader arc began. This new era is much, much different than his journalist era. Back then, Paul was still looking for an argument. He wanted to talk with
Cozy, this is why people like get mad at you, bro. What are you pinning? Why is BLM not... This puts me in such a weird spot, bro. Why is BLM not considered a terrorist org if they burned down stores, looted, and terrorized white people? Bro, why are you like awkward, bro?
the people he thought could be
Bro, this chat's making me look bad, bro.
blamed for a lot of the wrongdoings in our society. Now, it's not about talking at all. The only goal he had was to tell people how much he despised them and their very existence.
Is it the
All lives matter. I don't
is
know
it
how to use
is it the scars?
No, it's the
Okay, this is
creepy
bad, bro.
voice.
This is bad.
You want to know how I got them?
Drew on yourself.
You see, I went to a Black Lives Matter protest. You see,
I just peeped. You both like BLM. This dude went on Omegle and put his likeliness is BLM.
Riot.
and the niggas and Antifa, they grabbed me and they held me down. They said, "Give us reparations, white man."
That's not what 15-year-olds do.
Well, whatever they do, go do it.
Homie, do you think I have like no life experience on me?
Yeah, you're 15. You have no life experience. You have this much life experience. Zero. You fucking
think
kids.
I've not experienced like somebody close to me death? You think I haven't experienced close to suicide?
You-
think I haven't felt
you
harm?
kids-
You think I don't have
No.
depression and anxiety?
No,
think I
you have none. You don't know what it is.
harm?
It's all in
Anxiety at 15 is kind of crazy.
your mind.
Oh,
It's all in your mind. You're a weak-minded person. Yes, you're a weak-minded person.
What up, Dynasty?
yeah, I'm a weak-minded
Yes.
person being able to sit here and listen to you criticize.
Yeah, you're a
me.
weak-minded person, and look at how you're acting. Look at how you're acting.
Look at how you're acting.
How am I acting? I'm just
Why is he
telling you how it
arguing with a 15-year-old? Alright, yo, deadass, no more of the killing shit. Like, I told Killen, it's my fault. It's my fault, bro. I shouldn't have brought her too much into the content and made her a meme, bro. I'm sorry for making you a meme, Killen. I've been told her that, like, bro, it's my fault. I should have never said, train wrecks, if you give me a Bitcoin, I'll fly Killen out. That's my fault, bro. So watch your fucking mouth. Watch your fucking mouth, bro. Watch your fucking mouth, bro.
What, just telling you how it is? Telling you to lose some weight and be healthy? What's wrong with me? Okay, so what's wrong with me telling you you're a fat and lose some weight and fix yourself and maybe you'll look a little better? What's wrong with that? Maybe you don't like my delivery, but what I'm saying is the truth.
Yo!
I'm not a fat.
Yeah, you are.
Paul first started posting as the Gypsy Crusader around late 2019 to early 2020, and he actually grew very fast despite the controversial stuff he was saying and
Wait, there's
doing.
no way
But
he's on
Paul
TikTok.
didn't realize that the attention he started receiving was going to do a lot more damage than good. When you say the things Paul was saying and get the millions of views his clips did, you're begging to be federally investigated. And as you may have guessed, Paul was in fact investigated by the feds. The earliest case of feds being involved with Paul Miller happened May 21st, 2020. Within months.
Wait, last time pausing. Is this the most, like, buzz his name has had? I think Calvin just gave him a crazy amount of buzz, bro. Like, Trolls aside, I think, like, this gotta be his peak buzz, bro. Is it or no? Yes? Bro, Calvin gave him a lot of buzz for this, bro. No, shut... Jesus Christ, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Who are like 30% of you in here, bro? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm getting a little bit rattled on God, bro. Just chill. I'm just reacting more.
Of Paul's descent into the Gypsy
Like, that ass, I haven't seen like a lot of these usernames ever in my life, bro. I'm getting a little bit scared. I swear to God, my hand's shaking.
Crusader character. I don't know exactly what triggered this visit from the FBI to Paul's mother's house, but if I had to guess, it would be one of the many violently themed remarks he made to anyone that wasn't white.
Hi.
What's wrong, kid?
Dad?
I just got bullied for being gay.
Oh yeah? What's about to happen again?
Usually the FBI won't show up over some words you said online, but for Paul it was a bit different. He wasn't your run-of-the-mill white supremacist. He went beyond mere name-calling. He was actively calling for violence against certain people. When you combine that with his felon status and the many pictures of himself with guns online, the feds couldn't look away even if they wanted to. Roughly 1 year later, in March of 2021, Paul's home in Florida was raided by the FBI.
Shit.
While conducting the operation, they found over 800 rounds of ammunition and an unregistered short-barreled rifle that was missing any and all serial numbers.
I don't even know where to begin. I mean, all the time in isolation. I was in isolation for a very long time, almost a year. It was a year. By myself.
Like totally alone?
Yeah, totally alone. Like it broke up. So when I first got there, I was there in isolation for like 6 months. Totally alone, by myself, in a cell. You get 1 hour out to make a phone call or to take a shower, and then you are to go back. I had no books. I had nothing. One person sent me a Bible, which was really nice, a fan from Sweden. And I was like that for 6 months. And then from there, I got sentenced.
Hold on, YTG. We'll talk, bro.
And then they put me into the federal
There's a lot of new
system,
people in here right now.
a federal jail.
The rifle Paul was in possession of is very illegal, even for regular citizens, unless you get an ATF stamp. So the fact that Paul was a felon while in possession of this rifle makes it much, much worse. Paul solely credits this raid to his posting online, but really his posting is just what made him a blip on their radar. As was later revealed in court documents, the FBI arrested Paul because back in 2018, right after his Antifa brawl, he took a firearms safety course and applied for a concealed weapons permit. Taking the course in itself is a crime. He had to shoot the gun and be in possession of said gun to apply for the concealed carry permit. So once he applied for that permit, he really fucked himself because it solidified that he was in possession of a gun as a felon. Less than 1 year after his arrest, in September of 2021, Paul Miller, or Gypsy Crusader, was sentenced to 41 months of incarceration and 3 years of supervised release. He was charged with possessing a firearm as a convicted felon, possessing ammunition as a convicted felon, and possessing an unregistered short-barreled rifle. Even though Paul was in federal custody,
I obviously don't have 21K. Whoever's doing it, stop.
Because of COVID, his sentencing was held over Zoom, and some of his quote fans were able to wiggle their way into the call. What ensued was genuinely crazy. These
I ain't gonna lie, hold on, maybe this is the new move. Hold on, maybe I am at 21K.
people started saying racial slurs, and Paul was visibly bothered by it.
I never touched 21K, boy. Wait, what is this?
Putting that on the screen.
Wait, what?
This is... I don't know what's going on.
What the fuck?
Despite the persona he was portraying on the internet, he told the prosecutors that he never meant for this to happen and was on the verge of tears in the courtroom, according to news reports. Regardless of his pleas, the court sent him off to prison and Gypsy Crusader vanished into thin air. Despite the large sentence looming over Paul, he was in good spirits. On a phone call from prison, he can be seen saying he thinks he'll be out in less than a year.
It's been really, really hard for me. I'm a political prisoner. You know, it's scary, dude. I have to go. They're gonna send me to prison. You know, there's nothing I could do about it. Help, but
Hold on, I'm not trying to be weird. How did he not get killed in prison, though? Like, actually, if he says all this and he was in prison, how is he safe? You guys are saying chill and shut the fuck up. It's a genuine question, bro. How?
This really helps a lot because I have no one to do this stuff for me. I have no one.
Dude, I'll do anything.
So
It's not you. Okay.
So what you could do is, and again, I don't want to put you in any danger, you, your family, right? I don't want you to get in trouble or anything. So
I'm not
But if you want to help, thanks, man. I appreciate it. So what you could do is, like, next time you come on, use a different phone, so you could use your phone to go into the Telegram chat. You understand?
Telegram.
This prediction was actually somewhat correct too, but with a slight twist. Initially, Paul was let out on good behavior on July 31st, 2022, but that's not where it ended. Shortly after his release, USA Today released an article claiming Paul had been using his phone in jail. Upon further investigation, Paul was sent back to jail and served another year or so in prison. In total, Paul Miller was in prison for around 2 years in regards to his raid and arrest back in March of 2021. As of today, he still has a small social media presence, but nothing like he used to. His Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Telegram, and most other big social media pages have been banned. The
How the fuck you get banned on Telegram?
only page of his that is still up as of the day I recorded this is his TikTok page and his streaming profile on some low-budget streaming platform. He's still spreading the same message and keeping the same style of content on Monkey App. So it would seem the opinions he expressed in the courtroom before his sentencing weren't that sincere. Considering all the attention Paul got, I highly doubt he'll ever be back on mainstream social media, and he most likely will fade out of existence once again.
Bro, I'm not even trying to be weird. I actually haven't heard of him in a minute. Call from.
Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you want to see my source for this video, check out my Twitter, which is at Red.
Holy shit, that just scared the fuck out of me. Yo, Benz, I appreciate the raid, my boy. I appreciate the raid. I appreciate the raid. Hold on, we have hella fucking tabs we gotta close, bro. We have a lot of tabs. Let's close all these. What is this mail? What is this mail? Cheesur versus Gypsy mail. Wait, what? Yeah, this dude's shitting on my career. Look. All right, what are you trying to say, bitch? What are you trying? I'm so tired. Yo, can we get this Google Trend shit like the fuck off the internet? I'm tired of this bullshit, bro. God damn, I ain't gonna lie. This is bad, bro. He's been shitting on me, bro. And I just said, like,